I had guys on the Zarqawi hit. You know, we did a lot of tier 1 stuff with CAG. And so they had so much work during that we'd get a lot of tier 1 targets, you know, and it was a very purple unit. So I had CCT, I had SF, I had the commandos, I had the Iraqi guys, I had the, you know, it was just this big mix of just military force. We were doing TF night hits.
You guys were all operating under one. Holy shit, that's a lot of
badass
portions.
It was
not
badass.
to include air and all the others. Did you guys have air?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. It was badass. We didn't have our own, like, it's not like it wasn't a tier 1 like dedicated air for us, unless it was one of their targets, and then they'd push air to us. You know, we had no problems getting assets. You know, it was the priority, right? Because a lot of times you'd be doing these operations and they had to have the Iraqi face on them.
Yeah.
So we're literally not. I don't know if we could say this. Can we? I don't know. I'll tell you offline.
Okay.
But so a lot of times they had to have that Iraqi face on it. So that's why we were there as the senior enlisted advisors, so that we could facilitate that combat.
Yeah.
Right. And that's what I'd do. You know, we'd go up, we'd plan out the stuff for them so that it was tactically sound, and then we'd roll up, and basically my fire team leaders, depending on what phase was on that evening for those operations and how we were cycling, and we'd pick the target and we'd let those guys, you know, gonna let them go, you know, and we'd run the breaches and stuff like that and we'd bring them in and kind of show them how it was done, and, you know, invariably, so that we could build up that force so that they could take care of themselves. Didn't work out so well, but that was the intent at the time, right? So it was a lot of great work, and I remember just feeling I was really satisfied with everything that we did. And again, that protection thing, going to that protection thing. One of our targets in Sadr City, we rolled up to it, and we'd switch. So it'd be Alpha, Bravo, Alpha, Bravo, Alpha, Bravo. You know, night after night, who's running the operations. So the platoon chief for Alpha would run the operations one night, and then we'd augment them while they're doing that. And then the next night they'd augment us, you know, so, but I'd be running the operation, right? So, and so I remember on this one target, and this is the only reason I'm telling this right now is because of this protection thing that I'm going to talk about later, that we kind of talked about last night. And we're on this target and it's tight. Like I'm in the Humvee. I became qualified on the, was it 134, I think, the minigun. And so did the training on that, because how can you not if you're there and you get to man that thing, because it's fucking awesome. A Humvee mounted minigun is awesome. What a great asset to have on the battlefield. The whole Humvee rocks back when you shoot the thing. So,
oh man, that's awesome.
And then those bullets are so close to each other that like it causes a vacuum. And so it'll suck all the dust up off of everything when you fire these rounds down. I'm basically the line of death going down this road, right? Anything comes onto this road, we know it's hostile, right? So, and we had air and these types of things, but my guys were going into the this target here to pull these guys out. I had a guy literally right here, like that had a weapon, and like he's just hiding behind this wall here. I'm like, hey, there's a dude over here. This is how I was. It's like there's a dude right over there. You need to keep eyes on. When he pops his heads up, pop it. And he's like, all right. He starts throwing crash in there. Dude crawls back into the house. And then him and his buddies start coming around and trying to, cut across that road. It was just like, and I couldn't see. And I'm like, so I'm locked on. And like, they're like, what are you shooting at, Hooch? And I'm like, we had a couple of guys that were tactically moving on our team. And then I go, and there was like this dude, like way the hell down there. And I'm like, and he's like peeking out from behind this car. And I'm like, and I got to tell you, I thought, like, you got to understand, all these shots are calculated. Mm-hmm. That's what we do. And I'm like, does he have a weapon, or is he just scared shitless? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I saw it. I saw the fucking weapon, and I was like, sorry, dude. Boop. Lit him up. And then rounds start coming in on my armor, and I hear it. I hear it hitting the armor. And then I saw these other guys come running across, and you just keep opening up,
Yeah.
and then there was a guy standing in the street, and this is a testament to the meticulous nature of not just our guys, but the SF guys, the CCT guys, across the board. This is what I saw is like, there was a guy that came out, and he's like crying and everything at something he saw behind the car that I had lit up. And I'm like, I don't see a weapon. I don't see a weapon. I was like, hey, do you see a weapon on this guy? And they're like, I was like, there's a dude in the middle of the street right now, because it was down there a little bit. And he's like, I don't see one. And we didn't do anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was like, okay, just keep eyes on him. Let Vampire know that we got that guy, and keep an eye on him. Let them have him.
This was at 8 still?
Yeah.
Team 8?
Yeah.